There is a woman lying in bed right now, wide awake at 2 in the morning, staring at her ceiling fan, wondering why her body simply will not shut down anymore. She has tried everything. Counting sheep. Warm baths. Even those sleep gummies her daughter mailed her from Amazon. And still, nothing. But here is what nobody told her. The problem was never her mind. It was never her mattress. It was what she was drinking, or more accurately, what she was not drinking, in the hours before bed. Because there are certain drinks, sitting quietly in kitchens everywhere, that are almost scientifically designed to calm a woman's body down after 50. Not sleeping pills. Not anything from a pharmacy. Just simple, humble drinks that most of us walked past 1,000 times without knowing what they could actually do. By the end of this video, you are going to know all 5 of them. And trust me, drink number 3 is the one almost nobody talks about, yet it might be the most powerful one on this entire list. Welcome back to Healthy Living After 50, the home for every woman who wants to feel good, sleep well, and live fully, all without spending a fortune to do it. If this is your first time here, I am so glad you found us, and if you are one of our regulars, welcome back. It is always good to have you. This channel exists for one simple reason. Because getting older should not mean getting tired, achy, and worn down. It should mean getting wiser about how you take care of yourself. And today's topic is one that touches almost every single one of us after 50. Sleep. Something happens to a woman's body after 50 that nobody really prepares her for. Sleep, the thing that used to come so easily, starts slipping away quietly. Maybe it is the hormones shifting. Maybe it is stress that built up over decades finally catching up. Maybe it is simply that our bodies process rest differently now than they did at 25. Whatever the reason, so many women find themselves tossing, turning, waking up at strange hours, and starting their day already exhausted before it even begins. And the wildest part is, the solution is not always found in another pill or another gadget. Sometimes it is sitting quietly in your kitchen cupboard right now. Today, we are walking through 5 drinks that can genuinely help your body wind down and sleep deeper, drinks that are gentle, affordable, and easy to make. Stay with me all the way to the end, because I am also going to share the one small mistake almost every woman makes right before bed, the one that quietly cancels out everything good these drinks are supposed to do. Drink number 1, tart cherry juice. Let's start with one you may have heard whispers about, but probably never understood why it actually works. Tart cherry juice. Now stay with me, because this is not just some trendy juice cleanse thing. Tart cherries are one of the very few natural food sources that actually contain melatonin, the same hormone your brain produces to tell your body it is time to sleep. As women get older, our natural melatonin production slows down. That is part of why sleep becomes harder after 50 in the first place. So drinking a small glass of tart cherry juice, about half a cup, roughly an hour before bed, is like gently topping up a tank that has been running low for years. Look for the pure, unsweetened kind, not the sugary cocktail mixer version sitting next to it on the shelf. A small local health food store or even the health aisle at a regular grocery store usually carries it, and it is far cheaper than most sleep supplements you would find at a pharmacy. Drink number 2, warm milk with a twist. You have heard the classic advice, warm milk before bed. Your grandmother probably told you the same thing. But here is what most people never add, and it makes all the difference. Warm milk on its own contains tryptophan, an amino acid your body uses to make serotonin, which then converts into melatonin. But tryptophan needs a little help getting into your brain. That is where the twist comes in. Add a small spoon of honey and a light sprinkle of cinnamon to your warm milk. The natural sugar in honey helps escort that tryptophan across into your brain more efficiently, while cinnamon helps steady your blood sugar overnight, which matters more than people realize, because a blood sugar dip in the middle of the night is one of the sneaky reasons so many women wake up at 3 in the morning for no clear reason. If dairy does not sit well with you, warm oat milk works just as beautifully with this same combination. Before we move on to drink number 3, the one I promised you earlier, let me pause here for just a moment. If you are finding this helpful so far, would you do me a quick favor? tap that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more women just like you who are searching for real, simple answers instead of another expensive supplement. And if you have not already, consider subscribing to Healthy Living After 50, because we bring you videos just like this one every single week, all about living well after 50 without spending a fortune to do it. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these drinks are you most excited to try tonight? I read every single comment, and I love hearing from you. Alright, let's get into it, because drink number 3 is where things get really interesting. ***, drink number 3, the Magnesium Night Cup, ***. Here it is, the one almost nobody talks about, yet it might be the most powerful drink on this entire list. It is not a tea. It is not something you will find pre-packaged with a pretty label. It is simply warm water with a small amount of magnesium glycinate powder stirred in. Now I know that sounds almost too plain to matter, but let me explain why it matters so much. Magnesium is one of the most quietly important minerals for sleep, and it is also one of the minerals women become deficient in most often after 50, largely due to hormonal shifts and changes in how our bodies absorb nutrients over the years. Magnesium helps relax the nervous system and even helps loosen muscles that have been tense all day without you even realizing it. Many women describe this simple warm cup as the closest thing to feeling like a weighted blanket, except from the inside. A small container of magnesium glycinate powder lasts for months and costs very little per serving, which makes this one of the most affordable options on our entire list tonight. Drink number 4, Golden Milk. This next one has been used for generations, long before sleep supplements ever existed on store shelves. Golden milk, made by warming milk, or a plant-based alternative, with a small amount of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and a touch of cinnamon. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, which has been studied for its calming effect on inflammation throughout the body. And here is something many women do not realize: inflammation and poor sleep are more connected than we think. When your body is quietly inflamed, whether from joint discomfort, stress, or just the natural wear of the years, it becomes much harder for your nervous system to fully relax at night. The small pinch of black pepper is not optional, by the way. It helps your body actually absorb the turmeric properly. Sip this slowly about 30 minutes before bed, and let its warmth do the work. Drink number 5, the Sleepy Mineral Water. And finally, drink number 5, one that sounds almost too simple to be real, yet it works quietly and consistently. Warm water, a small pinch of natural sea salt, and a teaspoon of raw honey. This little combination is sometimes called a nighttime mineral cocktail, and it helps replenish electrolytes your body slowly loses throughout the day. Many women over 50 experience what feels like restless legs or a racing mind right as they try to fall asleep, and this is sometimes tied to a mineral imbalance rather than stress itself. The sea salt provides trace minerals, the honey offers a small steady release of natural glucose overnight, which helps prevent that middle-of-the-night wake-up caused by a blood sugar dip we talked about earlier. It takes less than a minute to prepare, and it may be the most underrated drink on this entire list. The mistake to avoid. Now, remember that mistake I promised to tell you about. Here it is. So many women prepare one of these wonderful drinks, then immediately pick up their phone to scroll for just a few more minutes before bed. That bright screen light quietly tells your brain it is still daytime, and it can undo almost everything these drinks just did for you. So here is the simple rule. Once you finish your drink, dim the lights, and let your phone rest on the nightstand, not in your hand. Sleep after 50 does not have to feel like a losing battle every single night. Sometimes the answer really is this simple: a warm cup, a few humble ingredients, and a little consistency. Try one of these tonight, and truly give your body the chance to feel what real, deep rest is supposed to feel like again. If this video helped you, please share it with a friend or sister who has been struggling with sleep too. She will thank you for it. And remember to subscribe to Healthy Living After 50 so you never miss a video. Sleep well tonight, and I will see you in the next one.